Bro, where the fuck is this kid? I told this kid 8:30. This guy's 30 minutes late. Unprofessional. Bro, I'm about to go home. I can't deal with this type of shit. These fucking 21-year-old influencers. There he is. What the fuck? Where have you been?
What's good, bro?
What's going on, man?
Quick little pre-workout diet.
30 minutes late. Let's get it going.
My bad, my bad. 1 sec. I gotta take my Cialis real quick.
Your what?
My Cialis.
I can't knock that. I rock it to death, Phil.
You want some?
I'm all good.
Hold up. Shit out. 1 sec. Gotta get the dart smell off. Hold this real quick.
What the fuck?
There we go. Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, sorry I was late. I ran out of darts and had to go get some more.
All right, to help you work out?
Yeah, I'm taking a little caffeine break, so this is the replacement.
Something's got to do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Welcome back to another episode of Pumped and Profitable, the show where the questions make you sweat more than the reps. Each week, I'll be joined by entrepreneurs, athletes, and industry leaders to uncover the secrets that fuel their minds, bodies, and bank accounts. This week, I'm joined by influencer and professional degenerate, Logan Kahn. Logan, how we doing?
Doing good, bro. That dart has me fucking ripping. Just got a little 2-day Miami bender at Hard Rock. Ready to get healthy again.
Feeling a little buzz going?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, we'll see how that cardio hangs with the cigarette smoke.
All right, let's fucking rip it.
All right, let's do it, dude. All right, so today we got shoulders and we'll mix in a little arms. I can't imagine you're doing anything legs related.
Fuck no, so I got the pants on right now.
So we can start with shoulders. What are we thinking?
Yeah, spam ladder raises.
Is that usually what your shoulder routine consists of?
Yeah, like 10 sets ladder raises, a little bit of test. Because if you inject the test funny and you get like a little lump in your shoulder.
It actually makes it look a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Genetics, TRT lump, and ladder raises.
And cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly.
So out of all your vices, between alcohol, nicotine, gambling, drugs, which one's your favorite?
Probably gambling.
Gambling's number one?
Yeah, because that one I'm making the most money from for sure.
You mostly online, like on the phone?
Yeah, but I was ripping Hard Rock all weekend.
Can you show me what that looks like? I've never really dove into the online gambling world.
So whenever I'm in between sets bored, I usually just fire a couple blackjack hands. Let's see. Let's rip.
Oh, you want to play right now?
Yeah, quick 50 hand.
Okay.
Good luck. 13.
I'm kind of nervous.
All right.
I don't want you to lose 50 bucks.
Hold up, let me double down. Oh shit. All right, hold up. We're already down. Let's chill though. 14 on the 6. Yeah, let's chill.
Oh, we lost already?
All right, hold up. Now we're gonna martingale. 177. You got an ace. Hold up.
So how much have you lost already?
We just lost 150 bucks.
Like that?
Yeah.
So fast.
But it's chill, it's chill. It's just like an investment. That means I'm more due. Well, I won 20K the last 2 days, so I'm like,
oh,
I used a lot of my luck. Yeah, so I gotta play smaller hands right now.
What's the secret to the success, in online gambling for our fans at home?
The strategy is don't be sober, honestly. Okay. Sober gambling never works out, never.
Fair enough. So what I think we should do, put this theory to the test, really test your skills. In between each set of this workout, we're gonna do a couple hands of blackjack, and then whenever at the end of the workout, we're done, we can either go give the money away or donate it to a charity or have some fun with it.
I would. All right, let me load up more money. That was the last of the money I had for the day.
Try not to laugh. Try to remain serious while you say these things. The show is called Pumped and Profitable. We're not just about working out. We're learning how to make money.
There we go.
We're gonna teach our audience at home how you guys can make money professional gambling.
Yeah.
So at what point did you make the decision? I'm done living the normal life. I'm gonna go be full-time locked in, dialed degenerate.
So I didn't graduate high school. Like I got my GED and I was making music. That was my main thing. I moved out when I was 18.
What kind of music were you making?
Hardstyle. So
hardstyle, the gym edits?
Yeah, like gym music and shit.
Fuck
When I was 18, I had 500,000 monthly listeners. So that was going good for a bit. Then I started like making like actual money. I signed a label deal. Then I just crashed out. And then I was like,
how much was the label deal for?
They gave me 40K in a month. That was like when I was 19. So that was dope. So I used that money, moved out, and basically almost spent all of it. And then I was like, all right, I need to like figure out what to do. So I'm like, why don't I just pick up the camera? I go to Puerto Rico, spent like the last money I had there. And I made this video. I'm like, yo, if you want to lose weight, just smoke cigarettes. And they got 10 million views right away. And I'm like, all right, this is my career, I'm good. Yeah, I was like, we're lit.
Might have to change our content strategy. Let's just start partying.
Yeah, it's dope. But I don't know how long it'll last. I'm 21, so I just turned 21 3 months ago, which is the ironic part.
You're living every 21-year-old's dream. You get to drink, party, and gamble for a living.
Yeah, I'll lock in when I turn, I think like 22, mature a bit more.
That's the lock-in age.
And then 23, like, I'm done.
The average man would look at these as horrible life decisions, but
exactly.
If you want to be average, follow the average man.
Exactly what I'm saying. This guy knows it right here. So like as the health guy himself, you know, you have like the health clinic and shit. Like, what are your recommendations for me?
You know, the number one thing right now is I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you to quit smoking and quit drinking, because that's not going to happen. That's your source of income. So what I would say is there's a lot of stuff you can do to balance that out to at least solve some of the damage. Okay. So myself, you know, I was drinking and partying and doing drugs for a long time. I made several, you know, videos talking about how I'm a former drug addict that got addicted to new drugs. And what I would say for anyone who's done irreparable damage to their liver, to their brain, to their any sort of lungs, anything like that, main things would be glutathione and NAD. Those are the only two that are actually going to be able to detox and repair. So glutathione, if you're fucking hammering your liver, that's going to flush everything out. My liver enzymes, believe it or not, are actually healthier now after years and years of partying than they were when I was in my young 20s.
Yeah, I rip glutathione. My issue is like, usually I'm too hungover to pin it because it feels like I'm injecting shards of glass.
Do you glutathione in the shoulder?
Yeah.
Try in the glute.
Or I do the leg too. I'm scared to do the glute. I pinned the glute one time. I fucking like hit a nerve. I was limping for like 5 minutes.
So that's what happened to me in the thigh. I don't go anywhere near
really?
the thigh.
I feel decent in the thigh. Sometimes I can't walk, but it's chill.
Okay, but yeah, that and then NAD is all cellular health. So anything, especially brain, you know, you've probably brought a couple brain cells. I have too. It's not a big. But especially anything in the brain, anything cellular, the NAD is going to be your key there. Just because everything NAD is cellular related, so the way that your cells reproduce, especially in your brain, it gives you that sharpness, that clarity. So in a lot of our videos, we ask our guys, what's the favorite thing you take with overtime? They all say NAD.
Really? I'm gonna have to try that for you.
It's literally it's a healthy version of Adderall. Yeah. You're just on it all day.
Fucking now my thing with the brain cells is like the drugs and technology is so good now that I can just recover all them when I feel like it. The NAD, everything else, like crash out for a bit, damage the liver, damage the brain, and then once I want to get healthy, go to overtime, optimize the shit.
You can just restart. Yeah,
exactly. It's like a fresh start.
Yeah, exactly. Do your parents have any idea kind of how you make your money and the way your life works? Do they see your social media?
Well, so honestly, like they always kind of saw me because like when I was always doing shit when I was younger. I used to be into Rubik's Cubes when I was like 13.
Okay.
I would like buy these like fancy ones from China. I'd like put like special oil in them, like make them super like fast and
hold on. Special oil?
Yeah.
What are you buying special oil for?
Nah, there were these Rubik's Cube sites.
Mom, I swear it's for my Rubik's Cubes.
It's for the cube. That's what they thought. But no, I was a hustler, bro. I'd put them in the cube, put the stickers and shit on it, buy it from like AliExpress.
Yeah.
I'd go to these like Rubik's Cube like competitions where like all these people like solve the cubes, resell them there. Then I got into selling vapes. That was like my biggest hustle in school. So I lived right by a 7-Eleven.
So you went from Rubik's Cubes to nicotine.
Yeah.
Still targeting kids or?
Well, I was like 14 at the time, so it was like
other 14-year-olds.
Yeah. Demographic. So I'd stand outside of the 7-Eleven, ask college kids to buy me a Juul, and then I'd sell it for like triple the price. Or I would buy burnt vapes from people. I'd go to these football games where like all the schools would go to, and I would just flip them there.
There's always a way to make money. No matter what anybody says, you can always go sell burnt vapes to high school kids.
Just let a man breathe and just hush so my mind could just see, so my mind don't erupt.
All right, I'm feeling lucky. Let's sprinkle in a couple more hands here. Now that we have a pump, we can't possibly lose the pump.
We got 230. So first hand's always free, so a quick 75 bet. 20 beauty on a 10.
King Jack, come on.
Fucking tie. All right, means we have to double down. It's good luck. Okay, come on. Fuck. All right, I'm hitting again. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we are up a bit. Let's do one more for good luck.
We're up?
Yeah, I'm going all in again. Okay.
You okay? You're shaking.
Nah, we gotta hold up. I'm going all in. I'm doing the fuck. All right, 13 on 6.
I can't keep up with shit that's happening.
Okay, boom. All right.
We're in.
We just made $300. So we're at 530 right now. So we started at 300 minus the 170. We started at 200. So minus the 170 we lost. We're up like 150 right now for the workout.
Oh, this is better than working. Why do I own a business?
It's fucking sick. No, I have it on a whiteboard. It's like sports betting, gambling, easy, business, hard.
Most guys do the 72-hour water fast. Tell me about the Tequila Fast.
Yeah, so I discovered it on accident. I was like, I'm gonna do a 2-day fast, like inflammation and shit. I made it to 36 hours, and then my friends wanted to go out, and it was like right before, so I'm like, dude, I don't have time to eat. I just gotta like get ready to drink it. I went 48 hours, 36-hour mark, bunch of tequila. I actually broke it with Rumples, which is the worst shit you could
I bet you got hammered pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, it was quick. One shot I was out, but no, I had just tequila, 36-hour mark, no food for 48 hours. Woke up the next day, shredded. Skin was better, face was like inflammation.
No acne, right? Yeah, you can just dry yourself out.
Oh, dude, it was fucking great. So I did it again on accident a second time because for some reason I always do the fast on the weekend, and then my friends were like, "Oh, you want to go out?" I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna eat before. Like I don't got time for that."
Yeah. So
I was just like, "Damn, this actually works." So I started doing it on purpose. Then I got lean fast, dropped weight fast.
How many tequila fasts would you say you've done?
Like 4 or 5 in the past like 2 months.
And only success?
Yeah, only success, dude. Rip it 24 hours, break it with tequila, and you get drunk quick, you consume less alcohol, so it's actually healthier. Think about it.
Right. Yeah, that makes
Yeah, because like one shot tequila, you're already fucking buzzed.
You know, we're a show where we teach you any way to get pumped and profitable. I'm not saying this is gonna work, but I am saying it worked for somebody. Give it a try.
Results in the scene.
Yeah, I've got a young plan. Thinks he's cool cause he's got some bands. Come against me and you get blam, yeah, I like.
All right, Logan, we found ourselves at the tail end of the show. How do we feel so far?
I feel pumped. I don't know if I'm ready for this cardio, but fucking that's a part of being a dial DJ, and you gotta.
You know, we're up 300 bucks so
Yeah,
far,
true,
so
true,
we're doing good. We're at my favorite part of the show, and that is the gauntlet. The way this section works, we're gonna start with 25 push-ups, then moving on the next block to 25 jump squats, 25 crunches, and finishing with 25 burpees, and then a sprint to the finish. During this exercise, I'm gonna be asking you a few of the hardest hitting questions I have to offer, and see if we can get some good answers from you.
All right, word.
Are you excited?
Yeah, let's fucking do it. We got good karma. That's like, we're up gambling, so now we gotta like give the universe, you know, what we owe it, because the universe owed us, so.
Very good. You're gonna be competing against all our other contestants. There's a timer and a leaderboard. Let's see how you fare, all right?
All right, let's fucking send it.
Let's do it. All right, we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Clock's ticking. 25 push-ups, rep them out. First question, can't lie, have you ever contracted an STD?
I've never got tested, so I think if you don't know, I can't hear you.
Good enough, right? Why find out, right? Just keep giving it to people. Making great time, 20 seconds in. Moving on to jump squats, 25 of them. What is the worst late night DM that you've ever sent out on a bender?
Honestly, I think I'm too blacked out to remember, and I want to keep it that way.
Has anything ever come back to bite you in the ass the next morning?
Yeah, low-key too many times I can count.
Okay, great. What is the worst gambling loss that you've incurred in your career in one night?
I turned 70 bucks into 10K and then lost it all in 3 seconds.
3 seconds?
I was playing dice. You roll a dice, if it lands right, you double it.
Oh my gosh. Doing great on time. We're sitting at 1 minute and 7 seconds. 25 crunches,
Right
knock them out. Have you ever been offered sex work in your social media career?
Many times.
Have you taken anybody up on it? Not once?
Never.
Would you consider it if all else failed?
No, I'm gonna go homeless.
You would go homeless before considering sex work?
Oh, never.
No OnlyFans?
Never. I'll stick with gambling.
We're on the clock, still moving. 25 burpees, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. We're doing great. What is the worst thing you've done off camera that nobody knows about right now?
I don't even know. Probably just hit some dirty ass babes.
Off the floor?
I don't know, maybe a couple
Bathroom
random
stall?
taking drugs from random people. Usually I'm too blacked out to remember.
You know, it's the best way most of these stories go. All right, we're doing good on time. I'm gonna meet you down at the finish line. You've got 2 minutes and 35 seconds. As soon as you're finished, you're gonna sprint down to me.
My abs are cramping.
Almost done.
All
Sprint
right.
down to me. 330, 331, 332, 333, right on the dot. Lucky 333. Logan, the name of the show is Pumped and Profitable. If you had to tell the audience one thing to stay pumped and profitable, what would it be?
Testosterone.
Just TRT?
Yeah.
Solves all problems, right?
Gamble on yourself.
Gamble on yourself and TRT. Look, some people got short answers and that's all it takes. Logan, great job on the gauntlet. You landed with lucky 333. I think that's a sign to head to the casino. Lucky finishing time, 3 minutes, 33 seconds. You know what that means.
$333 blackjack hand. Universe owes us, let's see. 9 or 6, oh, 16 out of 10.
This is big.
Yeah, we just lost it. All right, we go all in with the 200.
We have
done
to.
yet.
We have to now.
All right, 19 out of 10. There we go. All right, now we gotta go all in again. $407 hand, 7, 14. Risk it for the biscuit. Oh my God.
We're up.
Please bust. And we lost it all.
Oh.
It's all good though, you know, I'm up for the weekend. You have your ups and your downs.
So just to confirm, we went from 333, lost it, went back with 200, went back up to 400, and then lost it all again.
We lost like 600 bucks.
During this whole workout, we lost $600.
It's unfortunate, but you know, part of the game, man. Can't hate.
You know, you win some, you lose some. All that means is you're due for a next one the next time you're on the show.
100%. I'm more due than ever right now.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Good having you.
Thank you for having me on. Shout out Pumped and Profitable.